Welcome to Zenit TV. If you join, please let me know where you are watching us from so that we can talk about Chelsea. Yes, let's talk about Chelsea. There are a lot of things about Chelsea that actually we need to discuss about. So, as I said earlier, welcome to Zenit TV once again. Wherever you are watching me from, let me know where you are watching us from. If you are watching me from Nigeria, if you're watching me from Ghana, if you're watching me from the States, from England, wherever you are watching us from, and welcome to Chelsea News. Let's talk about Chelsea tonight. Someone may ask why this night? Why are you going to talk about Chelsea this night? There are a lot of things about Chelsea right now that we need to discuss. Chelsea played against West Ham United, and unfortunately, Chelsea lost by 3 goals to 2 at the London Stadium. Please, if you have joined, let me know where you are watching us from. Are you from Ghana, Nigeria? Are you from Kenya? Are you from UK? Wherever you are, please, when you join, you like the video, then we talk. Leave your comments. Let me know your comments at the comment section. I'm going to read all for you. Let's talk about Chelsea tonight because there are a lot of things Chelsea is going through now that we need to discuss as Chelsea fans. So if you join, yes, I live in Italy. Okay, so Samson Lucky from Italy. Okay, welcome to Scanny TV. Give a thumbs up, then you let us know your reaction on Chelsea news. Chelsea lost to West Ham, but Chelsea has a UEFA Champions League match. That is this Wednesday against Zenit St. Petersburg in Russia. And we need to talk about it. We need to talk about injuries at Chelsea camp. We need to talk about transfer news. Eden Hazard, we are hearing that he may be joining Chelsea on January. So are you happy for Hazard joining Chelsea? Let me know if if you are very happy that Hazard is coming back to Chelsea because no matter what, Hazard is a good player. So that is it. So let's quickly start as we have two members. Let's hope that we get about 50 or up to even 100 so that we continue. Yes, Samson Lucky says he's happy for Hazard to come back. Okay, so let's now share thoughts. West Ham hosted Chelsea at the London Stadium, and Chelsea lost by 3 goals to 2. First half, I would say that it was a game that Chelsea controlled the first half because Chelsea had a lot of chances in the first half. Actually, we began the game when we were pressing West Ham United so hard. They were sitting back. They kept their cool, used the Manchester United approach, kept Chelsea on the counter, and eventually they got the equalizer through a howler by the goalkeeper Edward Mendy, of which that pass from Jorginho was not needed at all. So Chelsea had to concede that painful penalty and a painful goal from the spot. That's Manuel Lanzini scoring that penalty there. And afterwards, Chelsea got the lead back when Mason Mount scored a spectacular goal, a spectacular volley to give Chelsea the lead again in that first half. We came second half, and unfortunately, Chelsea has to let it go. So if you are joining, I've seen four members here. Let me know where you are watching us from. Leave your comments, give shout outs, talk about Chelsea. What do you think about Chelsea news so far? Then let's talk about Chelsea. So, as I was saying, Mason Mount scored a spectacular goal that everyone was thinking that, at least Chelsea fans were thinking that second half was going to be a massacre for Chelsea. Unfortunately, we had Kai Havertz who got injured just at the die embers of first half, and he was to be replaced by that is Romelu Lukaku. Lukaku came in the second half and he added little. Opta stats says that Lukaku touched the ball 16 times in the second half. He was the second least in the team. I think the least was Christian Pulisic, who came on just on the 75th minute. He is the only player who had fewer touches than Romelu Lukaku. So it is a huge problem, but a small problem for Chelsea to solve. Because I believe in Chelsea, I believe that when Chelsea wants to do it, yes, Chelsea will do it. So in the second half, Chelsea lost the game to West Ham. West Ham came all out when they built in confidence. They went on to score the equalizer That is from Jarrod Bowen with that powerful left shot, and he equalized for them. And that goal from Masaoku, I don't know how to describe that goal because Mendy can be blamed in a way because his positioning was somehow poor. He couldn't, or he was not standing at the right place. So the player just saw it, and with the slightest of deflection, it went straight to the near post. And Chelsea had to suffer that painful defeat at the London Stadium. No matter how Chelsea is the best team in the world, the Champions League winners, yes, that's what we are talking about. Now let's go to the injuries at Chelsea's camp. Yesterday, after the match, Thomas Tuchel, the gaffer or the coach for Chelsea, highlighted on some players who are still injured. One player that he spoke about is N'Golo Kante, and he actually says that N'Golo Kante's problem is beyond him because for him, he manages players on the pitch. He do not manage players off the pitch, and I kind of agree with him. But hey, the news is Kante is still injured and we don't know when he's going to be back because the coach says that Kante can be back before January or in January. He didn't wanted to specify that this Wednesday Kante is playing and we go into the game and there is no Kante. So he was actually reluctant on it. He didn't give us any news specifically that Kante is playing or not. So he only said that Kante is out for now. He don't know when Kante is returning. Now, we also have Kovacic, Matthew Kovacic, who is also out already, and he is also on the injury list. We are losing him for about 4 to 6 weeks, so we are not going to have Matthew Kovacic in the squad for now. So Chelsea has to manage with the players over there. We also have the young guy that is Trevor Chalobah. Reconnect. Okay, so sorry for the break in the live. Okay, so if you continue about the injury list, Trevor Chalobah, the young chap I was talking about, he has been performing so well for Chelsea recently, but unfortunately he also got injury in Chelsea's last game, and he couldn't finish yesterday against West Ham United. So he is also out for now with a hamstring. And we also have another player who is also on injury list. I'm talking about Kai Havertz. Yesterday, he had an injury, a very serious pain when Kezuma, the former Chelsea player, challenged him about on the 44th minute. Yes, and he has to be subbed. He is also injured for now at Chelsea. So Chelsea has a long list of injury. It's just recently that we got, Jorginho back. Jorginho is still playing with injury. Yes, Jorginho is still playing with injury. Even the coach highlighted it that he has some problem, but he's still managing him, and he is still playing. And we all know that we have Chilwell, Ben Chilwell, who is also injured. The left back who actually established himself scoring for Chelsea anyhow, and he unfortunately got injured, and he is also out with a knee injury, and he's not going to play for Chelsea for some time now. So Chelsea has a toll of injuries that we are still dealing with. So now the question is, how are we approaching our games left? Let me talk about Chelsea traveling all the way to Russia to meet Zenit St. Petersburg. Chelsea needs to top this UEFA Champions League group in order to avoid, let's say, a very tougher opposition. I'm not saying that Chelsea cannot beat any other team in the world. No. I'm not saying that Chelsea is afraid of any other team. No. But it will be very good for Chelsea to meet teams that has less strength for now to propel them to meet better teams or bigger teams ahead. When you are playing a tournament like the UEFA Champions League, you don't have to always be meeting the big guys for now. It's good when you maneuver your way through with some good fixtures, and when you get to the final or semi-final or the finals, then you can actually show your level to the big guys that yes, you are good and you are good to beat them as well. So that is also that. So Chelsea need to beat Zenit St. Petersburg. Zenit this weekend they drew their game 2-all at home, so it gives Chelsea confidence that yes, they are still beatable at home backyard. Last time they lost, I think This season. They've lost at home already, so it's possible for Chelsea to beat them. And we are talking about the best team in the world, so no doubt Chelsea should be able to beat Zenit St. Petersburg. But if we are not able to beat them, and Juventus is able to win Mamu, Juve can have an uphand. If Chelsea we massacred Juventus in the UEFA Champions League. So for now, we only need to win in order to keep us on top. And Chelsea has to do that. Chelsea has to beat Zenit to top the table so that any other team that will come their way, Chelsea is going to boot them out. So that is that coming in. And going into this match, Chelsea do not have any other player to play alongside Romelu Lukaku as a striker. Chelsea has to play Lukaku as a striker. In his last match against West Ham, he didn't contribute any match for was not fit enough. The coach I'm talking about says that the player was not match fit, even though he can train well at Chelsea, but he is not yet fit for match. And the coach was actually proved right yesterday when Lukaku featured. We all saw that he performed that match. So still, Lukaku needs to play. He has 10 matches dried for Chelsea. He has not scored a goal for Chelsea in 10 good matches. So all Chelsea fans are expecting Lukaku to score against Zenit St. Petersburg, and we are all expecting Chelsea to beat at Russia in order to top the group and wait for the other teams coming in. Now let's talk about Chelsea chances of winning the EPL. Chelsea was on top before this weekend, and unfortunately, Chelsea has dropped to the third position after Manchester City won, Liverpool won, Chelsea dropped. Why? Because they were all behind us with 1 and 2 points difference. So Chelsea losing to West Ham and also beating Wolverhampton Wanderers by 1 goal to 0 give them the advantage to climb. Manchester City also won. They also beat Watford and they've also climbed ahead of Chelsea. So now Chelsea has to plan on how to take back top of the table. Looking at the fixtures ahead for Chelsea, December is a packed month. And this was the same season that Lampard actually had his worst month for Chelsea or his worst run of matches for Chelsea. It was in December that he was a lot of matches, conceding a lot of goals. It was a hard for Lampard. So meeting another December let me think that with the kind of matches ahead, is Chelsea going to be able to maintain that momentum and to be able to maintain that top of the team? And it didn't happen. We just entered December and we have dropped. This means that we need to work harder. If we want to win the EPL, we need to perform. We need to challenge Liverpool, challenge Manchester City, win matches consecutively, and be on top. Because there is no way that Liverpool is going to win all their matches. There is no way Manchester City is going to win all their matches. But this is what Manchester City always does right. Whenever they are on top of the table, they continue to win matches. Then, if they're able to win 10, 12 matches on a row, then they are giving the gap to the other teams who may be losing points on the way. And that will be done for them. So Chelsea need to chase this. Chelsea need to chase Liverpool. Chelsea need to chase Manchester City by hook or crook. Please, if you have joined me, let me know your suggestion. Let me know what you think about this Chelsea team. We are talking about Chelsea. Let's talk about Chelsea. Anything about Chelsea, drop it. Chelsea women's team, lest I forget, also won the FA Cup. Kudos to them. They beat Arsenal by 6 to 0. And the women's team, thumbs up. Ima Hayes is doing a great job. Samantha Kirby, all the other players, they are doing extremely well over there. So that is what I wanted to chip in. So coming back to Chelsea, ability to win the EPL. Yes, Chelsea need to work hard. Chelsea need to put in much effort. Chelsea need to keep that momentum. Chelsea need to score without conceding. Before Manchester United game, Chelsea was not conceding goals. But right after Manchester United game, Chelsea has started conceding, and it is a bad thing. After Sancho scored that goal, the next match we are also conceding, and out of the past 4 matches, Chelsea has won just one, which is very pathetic. This is not the character of Chelsea that we know. So Things must be fixed right. We all know that injuries is worrying Chelsea, but as a big team, that's why we need to have squad depth. And I think the players on the bench equally should step up, take the mantle, fight harder, win matches for Chelsea to win the EPL. If you look at Chelsea's problem right now, I'm seeing it in two different ways. One, Chelsea's ability to score goals with Romelu, Minama, Lukaku, Bolingoli. Someone may doubt. Yes, when Lukaku came in, he was scoring goals, but the way Lukaku used to score goals at Inter Milan has reduced. If you look at the rate at which he was scoring goals at International Milan, it has reduced since he joined Chelsea. So we just have to hope that Lukaku will get that form back and start scoring for Chelsea. So up Chelsea, okay. So that is from Samson Lucky. He said yes, up Chelsea, up Chelsea. Okay. So Samson Lucky, I've seen you, and you are doing the most. So that is from the camp of Chelsea. Chelsea's problem, one as I said already, Lukaku is a problem, or the one who will play as number 9. Whenever Chelsea is playing out and out striker, we find it difficult to score more goals. I've said this in a video already. You can check my channel. Chelsea need to solve this problem to win the EPL. I've discussed everything over there. But when Chelsea is not playing without a striker, I see Chelsea to be attacking more, different players taking up responsibility, trying to perform so well, trying to score goals. But whenever there is a main striker there, the focus is on only the striker, and the other players refuse to run around the striker, create something for themselves, and score goals. So I'm still seeing Chelsea having a big but small problem for the coach Thomas Tuchel to solve this, because he is a gaffer that some of us believe in him that yes, he's actually creating a very good team for Chelsea. So that is that for you today. I'll be coming your way with a lot of videos in the coming weeks. We will try if we can have some live, if we can go live whenever Chelsea is playing, so that we discuss the match, we enjoy the match, and look at what I feel. So that's the stream for you tonight. We decided to meet and talk about Chelsea for about 20 minutes, and I think that's what we've done. Chelsea need to win matches. Chelsea need to chase Liverpool. Chelsea need to chase Manchester City. Chelsea is winning the EPL this year, and the rumors is that Eden Hazard may join Chelsea. We are also hearing a lot about Leroy Sané, of which I think is not going to be possible because that player is right now a very important player for Bayern Munich. And Brozovic, Marco Brozovic of Inter Milan, he can be possible that he can join Chelsea. So Markovic at Inter Milan can join Chelsea, which is very possible. Eden Hazard can also be possible. Attila Zalai, rather, forgive me, he plays for Fenerbahce, and he is also a player that people are tipping that he is going to join Chelsea because of the back line. Julius Conde's deal can still go through. I see that because Chelsea need to build the back line well, even though Trevor Chalobah is giving us a very good performance, but now that he's injured, we need to rotate Thiago Silva, because Thiago Silva is 37 years old and he can't keep on playing week in, week out. Not even week in, week out. Sometimes he plays midweek, then he has to come back and play again. So fatigue may set in for the 37-year-old who is a top defender for Chelsea. That's Thiago Silva. So we need another defender who will step in for Chelsea when he is not around. And another news also coming in is that Chelsea may go in for Chemeni from Monaco, who is a midfielder. So the rumors are many. The rumors each and every day is coming. Not forgetting Federico Chiesa, all from Juventus, who is also a top player for now. And if Chelsea is able to sign him, it's going to be a great deal for Chelsea. Chelsea signing Federico Chiesa is going to be a great move for Chelsea, because Chiesa on any day loves attacking, he loves shooting, he likes fighting as a player, and that's what I love about Federico Chiesa. So that's it for you for today. And thanks for joining this feed. Thanks for watching Uskeni TV. If you have not subscribed, please take a second and subscribe to the channel. Hit on the bell so that whenever I upload any new video, you'll be the first person to watch. We will be doing Chelsea's live matches You'll be doing watch along live streams here on this channel. So if you are here, don't worry. Sometimes because of the network, it gives us some problems streaming live for you. But we are going to work it out and we will be coming your way with a lot of videos upon videos. So that's the Chelsea news for you. Thanks for watching. We shall meet later for more.